What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Three Pyramids Network with your host, the ignorant, eclectic, mad genius, yo boy. So today we are checking out Eric July. If you don't know who Eric July is, he is one of the individuals that I follow for basically his Ripperverse. He kind of inspired me to want to be like look into like making my own manga and books and stuff like that. So you know what I mean, I got shout out to him first and foremost for that. But today we are checking out. He's going to be talking about the Netflix and Paramount thing. So I guess Paramount has outbid, even though I thought it was already over. Netflix. So we're gonna see what he got to say, and I'm gonna stop talking. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's do this.
Netflix has officially pulled out of the bidding war for Warner Bros. Discovery, which clears the way for Paramount Skydance to acquire the entire company for roughly $111 billion. Now, I want to talk about this briefly because I think there are a few things worth pointing out that the online discourse is they're just getting wrong. First, quick timeline so you understand how we got here. Warner Bros. Discovery started exploring sale
So I wonder if okay, all right, okay.
options
My bad.
late last year. So by November, you had three major players at the table. It was Paramount, led by David Ellison, and Comcast. You had Netflix. Obviously, they won the initial auction in December, locking down a deal at around $83 billion to acquire Warner Bros. Studios and HBO Max. And then Comcast dropped out. But Paramount didn't go away. Ellison launched a hostile bid at $30 a share for the entire company. Initially, Warner Bros. Board rejected it, and Paramount kept coming back, raising the offer, adjusting terms, lobbying in Washington. This week, they bumped it to $31 a share, all cash, and WBD's board finally declared it a superior proposal. Netflix looked at what it would cost to match and said it's no longer financially attractive, so they walked. Now, here's where people are getting sidetracked. Some people are framing this as a culture war win because Netflix gets associated with like race swaps and progressive messaging, but Paramount deals with the same exact stuff.
I was gonna say, yeah.
This is just a financial transaction between mega corporations. The content philosophy isn't changing because the logo on the building is going to be a little different. Then you have people that are laser focused on the Ellison connection to Trump. David Ellison's father, Larry Ellison, is a Trump supporter. David, of course, has been photographed with Lindsey Graham, of all people. And yes, that political proximity probably helped the bid in Washington. But the money making this deal actually happen is largely coming from the Middle East. You have Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, the Qatar Investment Authority, and Abu Dhabi's Sovereign Wealth Fund, collectively putting up like $24 billion to back this bid. That's a massive chunk of the financing. So, if you want to talk about who's really behind this deal, the conversation is bigger than just Trump's friends. But the real takeaway for me is this. This is a reminder that mega corporations play a completely different game than the rest of us. Paramount has had well-documented financial troubles. They've been through layoffs, debt, declining linear TV revenue, a messy merger with Skydance even. And despite all of that, they just pulled off a $111 billion acquisition by assembling sovereign wealth funds, private equity firms, and bank financing to outbid the biggest streaming company on the planet. That's just the level these companies operate at. They can be struggling financially and still make moves that reshape an entire industry overnight because they have access to capital and political infrastructure that exists on a completely different plane. For the rest of us, especially the small business owners, there's no sovereign wealth fund coming to back our deals. We operate in a reality where the numbers have to work on their own merits, and honestly, I think that's a healthier way to build anyway. But it's worth understanding the game so you don't confuse what's happening at that level with anything resembling the market the rest of us compete in.
All right. First and foremost, shout out to Eric July. Yo, I will say though, as a independent individual,
revenue.
Yeah, as an independent individual, and an independent individual, independent content creator, artist, and everything else, stay independent as long as you as possibly can because your data, you can use your data to basically make you a shit ton of money. Like, and if you even if you like move over to like one of the other platforms or whatever, if you like let's just say you got like a manga or something like that, or a book or something, or a comic book, and you want to like have like it published on like DC Comics or something like that, you are given licensing and a bunch of other things to these individuals uh for basically for your work. So, I mean, it sucks that you got to pay for it out of pocket yourself, but in the long run, it's better for you, in my viewpoint. Other than that, man, yo, I guess Netflix said it is this deal is not worth it anymore, and honestly, I understand. Um, Will you the question I'm gonna ask y'all, let me know down in the comments down below. Will you keep your Netflix or not Netflix? Would you keep your HBO Max, your Paramount Plus, and all those things now that Paramount, oh yeah, Paramount Plus and all those things now that they're owned by Oracle? I'm saying they're owned by Oracle, but yeah, y'all know what I mean. Let me know down in the comments down below. Love each and every last one of y'all, man. Hit me with a like, hit me with a subscribe if you find the content interesting and also thought provoking. Yeah, I know you probably don't, but it is what it is. Uh, catch you on the next one, man. Catch you on the next transition. Peace.